It's the end of the universe. It's the end of time and space continuum.
So you're
It's
facing
all over.
Other names are going to come out. Sean will talk. That's why Jay-Z is running. That's why Jay-Z is nervous.
The Southern District of New York, they took it upon themselves and put on that raid and everything based on the information they found in.
Keanu Reeves just dropped a bombshell that might flip Hollywood on its head. Word is, 13 big-name celebs got caught on camera at Diddy's infamous parties.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already.
We're talking Jamie Foxx, J-Lo, Chris Brown, and even Pastor T.D. Jakes. Yep, you won't believe who's allegedly caught up in this.
That nigga tripping, bro. Be on some other shit. Like, straight up, what are you talking about? Me as a kid. You me as a kid and you on my kid. And you still trying to away with shit.
But let's get into it. Who are the other celebs supposedly caught on Diddy's wild footage? And what's Keanu Reeves got to say about all this drama? Let's find out. All right, let's kick things off with Meek Mill. The guy's known for his rap game and rolling with big names like Jay-Z, but lately he's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
There's been a lot of buzz around Meek Mill lately, with fans speculating he might be tied to Rodney Lil Rod Jones' lawsuit against Diddy. The lawsuit mentions an unnamed rapper who was allegedly seen on Diddy's yacht, consorting with underage girls and S-workers. What's fueling the chatter? In the complaint, this unnamed individual is described as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Naturally, that points to Meek Mill, given he's from Philly and was in a high-profile relationship with Nicki from 2014 to 2016. But that's not all. The same description pops up again, linked to another set of allegations involving producer Stevie J. According to the lawsuit, Diddy supposedly used Stevie J's Grammy-winning status as part of a disturbing promise to Jones. The suit even includes screenshots allegedly showing Stevie J in an explicit encounter with a white man. To add more fuel to the fire, the lawsuit also references an unnamed R&B singer, described as someone who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. The plot is thick and the internet is buzzing, but as of now, it's all speculation. Here's how it's worded. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intercourse with rapper, redacted, R&B singer, redacted, and Stevie J. Again, Usher obviously recently played the Super Bowl and had a residency in Las Vegas, which is why people think the lawsuit is referring to him. In any case, Meek, upon discovering the rumors flying online, logged in to try to regain control of the narrative in what was described as a rookie move. To be specific, he wrote, "I'm from Philly. I don't do coke or freaky molly. Nobody won't even offer me coke because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming, lol." Besides the claims that have just come out, there have been several other pointers that have pointed to the fact that Meek might be on the DL, especially with Diddy. This was the case when a video surfaced that made fans feel as though Diddy may have taken his friendship with Meek a bit too far. In the clip, Meek is chilling in the pool when Diddy congratulates him on his success, but in the most unorthodox way.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Meek says he is just enjoying life when Diddy says, "You deserve it, daddy, you putting in that work." As you can probably guess, it is the use of the word daddy that some fans seem to take issue with. One fan commented on this saying, "Meek didn't do anything with Diddy, people believe anything." Adding to the drama, photos of Diddy and Meek Mill rocking matching outfits have been making rounds online, stirring up even more speculation about their connection. And if you think that's all, let's take it back to 2010. Diddy threw a release party for Last Train to Paris with his Dirty Money crew, and Kevin was hosting a live stream for the event. Things took a strange turn when Diddy called Kevin into his bathroom during the stream. The moment left viewers scratching their heads, and Diddy, clearly aware of how it looked, quickly threw out a no-homo disclaimer once the cameras were on. Between the rumors, the lawsuit, and these odd moments from the past, there's a lot for fans to unpack, and they're not holding back.
Why the girls
get some girls.
No,
Yeah,
check
that.
this out. No homo. No homo. Come in, man.
No homo.
Hey, yo. Kevin, come in. No homo. We're going to have a contest.
At the same 2010 release party, things got even more heated when Diddy kissed Ronnie James without his consent, sparking a visibly angry reaction from Kevin Hart. Some have speculated that Kevin's outburst might have been rooted in feelings of jealousy toward Diddy, though interpretations vary depending on who you ask. Kevin didn't stop there. He upped the tension by physically touching Diddy, making a jab about his physique, and suggesting he hit the gym. These interactions had many wondering if the room's energy was teetering on escalating tension, or if it was just Kevin's way of asserting dominance in an awkward moment. Either way, their exchanges have left people buzzing about the dynamic between the two. And let's not forget, Kevin Hart's mingling with the industry's elite hasn't been confined to just this one party. He once hosted an event dubbed the Dirty Money Party, a name that in hindsight carries an air of irony and unease.
Now, Hart was hosting the album release party for Diddy's Dirty Money Last Train to Paris in December of 2010 at a hotel in New York. At one point in the video, he is seen sitting on the edge of a hot tub surrounded by women.
Now let's dive into the mystery surrounding Jamie Foxx's recent struggles. Between health scares and his sudden silence in the media, fans are really starting to worry. For some context, Fox has been a regular at Diddy's notorious parties, events that have been the center of all kinds of wild rumors for ages. People say these gatherings weren't just about music and good vibes. There might be something darker going on. Those in the know say Diddy's flashy lifestyle comes with a catch. Many celebs who've partied with him have left with more than just wild stories. There are whispers that Diddy has some serious control over his circle. Think blackmail, influence, or even worse. And Jamie Foxx? He was one of Diddy's frequent guests, which has people wondering what really happens behind closed doors. There's even a crazy story floating around that Diddy once made Fox play naked basketball. Yep, you read that right, naked basketball. Diddy, known for his over-the-top parties and wild ideas, supposedly thought this would be the perfect way to break the ice and make the night unforgettable.
If you want to know who was probably at these games, just look at who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years, especially the super successful ones.
Diddy definitely knows how to throw an unforgettable bash. But the big question is, did Jamie Foxx really go through with it? Well, it looks like Jamie was a good sport about the whole thing. He didn't back down and actually jumped into that game of naked basketball.
He would invite over a lot of Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only.
That's definitely pushing boundaries and stepping way out of your comfort zone. But when you're hanging out with Diddy and other A-listers, anything can happen, right? The thing is, this wasn't Jamie's first rodeo at one of Diddy's infamous parties. In fact, an old clip popped up online last year where Jamie dropped some shocking details about one of Diddy's creepy gatherings.
The big cannon, yo, Puff, I should document, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? what you talking about? I should get this, man. You, Fonz for the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. Sorry.
This wasn't just any party. It cost a staggering $1.5 million, with A-list celebs rolling up in their luxury cars. Jamie followed Diddy into this extravagant pool party, and the first person his camera caught, none other than the famous Hollywood therapist, Dr. Ruth.
And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. It's that lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy comes. I need you to come meet him.
Sensing a golden moment, Jamie managed to get Dr. Ruth to have an impromptu chat with Diddy right on camera. Then, out of nowhere, they hit the dance floor by the pool, vibing to Beyonce's Crazy in Love. The energy was electric, and the crowd was loving it. The majority of individuals have the desire to attend an after-party where celebrities will be present so that they may interact with those in the industry. Although Fabulous has attended a number of events in his day, it appears that he feels that some of those parties did not live up to the expectations that were set for them.
So Fab, how was your birthday, man? What was your wish for this year?
Now, if you observe, Fabulous is surrounded by an obvious cloud of melancholy among the crowd. He seems to be carrying an invisible burden, which makes us sympathetic to his attitude. He is quietly enjoying a piece of cake while projecting an air of seclusion. Moreover, he appears reluctant to meet the eyes of others around him, as if he is really uneasy. Perhaps Diddy's presence casts a shadow over Fabulous's consciousness in this enigmatic tapestry of feelings, subtly influencing his current state of mind. Could the rupture be the result of a conflict between their artistic goals or a personal issue? One may only guess because the truth lies deep within their shared past, but Diddy kept questioning him.
Fab, how was your birthday, man? What was your wish for this year?
To which Fab responded,
like a good vibe more than wanting for anything, or you know what I mean? So I got a cool vibe. I spend some of the time with my kids.
It appears as though Fab has started a path of self-discovery, reassessing his priorities and realizing the value of preserving his relationships with his family. His decision to put his responsibilities as a loving dad first shows a profound emotional awakening driven by a desire to create deep relationships within his immediate circle. But this is not it. The New York City rapper also recently posted a series of revealing anecdotes on his Instagram story in which he discussed instances in which he ran off on his celebrity buddies while they were attending events. According to Fab, the circumstance required an Irish escape on this occasion, and it was necessary for it to occur. Not only that, he even dropped some helpful party escaping excuses to help his fans, where he suggested, "You ever got peer pressured into going to the afties? You ever said you were going to the bathroom and left?" Everything started when the rapper known as Ghetto Fabulous asked his fans if they too had ever felt forced into attending an after-party. Fabulous said, "You really want to go home or back to the room, but you don't want to be the turn down to the turn up." Another rapper, Exhibit, has also come out to share his terrifying experience with Diddy. After having a fantastic night at his house, Diddy brought him out clubbing, and it wasn't until later that they found out this club wasn't like any other club they'd been to before. Instead, it turned out to be a pretty blatant gay bar.
So then we go to the house, and then, he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? I was like, okay, cool.
Zebit was obviously attempting to party and have a good time at the club when someone brought to his attention the fact that the men there were kissing one another. Zebit was stunned, but he didn't give it much thought until he saw another man dancing BTT NKED in the middle of the club.
He pointed over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And not only this, but Zebit also hinted toward his very terrible encounter with Diddy when he got dragged into the party.
Hey man, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, yeah, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, that's the devil, man.
Diddy has the audacity to ask his victims about the girls too, and afterwards show them the real show that usually goes on at his parties. After that, he even told a peculiar tale of Diddy saying some words about Superhead.
Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the are you talking about?
What is the point of saying anything about any other person when they are not even bothering you? But this is Diddy, who always shows himself as superior to the younger rappers. And Zebit also admitted that right now, Diddy might have had an episode with Superhead. He said, "I guess he got some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about." Well, Diddy is a strange man, and strange things turn him on. One of Diddy's favorite things to do is luring straight men into his cars and making them have S with him. He did the same thing to rapper Method Man in LA.
And Puff had like 5 bodyguards with him. And this was like one of the only times Puff ever stopped to speak to me. So, I felt a little uneasy, like, what's that about? Puff don't do that.
Method Man was sitting in a club in LA when Diddy approached him. Diddy must have been attracted to him because he then proceeded to hit on him in a rather weird way. Instead of talking some more and then inviting Method Man to his place like a normal person, he decided to send someone else to trick him into sitting in the car. Maybe this is like a game for Diddy, and he enjoys putting these straight men in uncomfortable positions. Diddy has never openly admitted to his attraction to men, but he's also unafraid of being caught acting his fantasies out. In fact, in private parties and events, he very openly acts gay. Even Diddy's former bodyguard admitted that the two men were unusually close to each other.
Pac and Puff was like this.
He also recalled some interesting stories where Diddy went shopping in an exotic bookstore with him. Gene Deal, his bodyguard, naively expected him to buy normal P magazines, but Diddy wasn't there for just magazines. He ended up buying B plugs.
He picked up some things from up here on my left side, and then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said plugs.
Not only this, Gene even once caught him having S with another young rapper in a hotel room. The two had to come out of the room with just towels wrapped around themselves. Even then, Diddy was rather unfazed and didn't seem to mind that Gene had seen them together.
And this time, but they butt the naked. And so then Jai was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well.
These allegations against Diddy aren't just baseless rumors either. In fact, he has even been questioned by the federal investigators regarding him having S relations with underage boys. Most of these were young rappers he had forced into performing gay S with him because he had the influence to make or break their music careers. This came after it was revealed that Diddy slept with a teenage Usher. When Diddy was in his late 20s, he and a then 15-year-old Usher used to sleep in the same bed at night. Although Diddy tried to handle the situation and make it sound less weird, we can't think of one reason why it would be appropriate for a grown-up Diddy to be sleeping in the same bed as a teenage Usher.
One used to wake up and, pause, but like just out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
Usher also revealed he and Diddy would attend orgies when Usher was 15, which is a crime in the United States and most nations with laws concerning minors. Diddy even forced a teenage Usher into substances and alcohol. When Usher was asked whether he would ever send his kids to a place like Diddy's, he was very quick to respond no.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Diddy is just one part of a whole industry that flourishes on manipulating these young men. Harlem rapper Smart talks about this trend in the music industry where new artists are abused and blackmailed at the hands of music executives and record producers, much like Diddy.
They can't do nothing because the record labels, the execs, they date rape these artists. They give them transformers, so they get high.
These executives videotape these young artists after forcing them to perform actions. This way, the artists have no choice but to do whatever these labels ask of them, oftentimes ending up signing contracts they never want.
Styles drug them and videotape this. Why? Look, bro, it just happened right in front of then with TDE, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, how you got a video out, you suck, somebody sucking. That's how the music business is, bro.
Many young artists find themselves in a tight spot where the only way to break into the industry is to first allow themselves to be used by the predatory music executives. Many of these young men have accepted this fake and become numb to it, just like the rapper Daylit.
Yeah, I fuck Diddy. I'm not gonna front. I'd fuck the shit out of Diddy. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck, like, you know what I'm saying?
The industry is a ruthless place to navigate, especially for young artists. The bigger names in the industry want favors that can leave these young men traumatized and violated. Rapper Ali Vegas talked about this in his interview. These young rappers were violated so often as if it wasn't even a big deal.
We're telling them like, yeah, I'm ready. And then next thing you know, you get invited to the party with the greeting is the man squeezing your dick.
This is a sort of currency that works in the music world, where young artists have to sell their bodies to be able to put their music out into the world. Look at what this artist had to say about the situation.
Could sell their goddamn soul. You know what I'm saying? Because who's gonna buy it?
Rumor has it TD Jakes' name is being thrown into the mix too. So this old clip of TD Jakes is making its way around again. In the video, he's going all out, telling his congregation to stop hiding their stuff and come out with their secrets. He gets all fired up, saying things like, "Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?" It's definitely turning heads and got people talking.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
And the reactions have been wild. The video's blowing up on social media. Some people are cracking up, saying it's about time comedy got back to being raw and unapologetic. But yeah, speaking of sins, TD Jakes' name has also been linked to some pretty unsettling rumors lately, and they are especially related to Diddy. For starters, his close friendship with Diddy is raising eyebrows. He even officiated Kim Porter's funeral, showing just how tight they are. But what's really making people suspicious is seeing TD Jakes at Diddy's infamous parties. Like, why would a man of God be at those kinds of events? Even Diddy's ex-bodyguard chimed in, saying the only reason TD Jakes would be there is if he's mixed up in the same wild stuff that goes down at those parties.
And why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Where there's drinking, maybe fornicating.
People think it is cowardly of Diddy to still pretend to be straight after being involved in gay situations time and again. His deceit and secrecy is only useful to him because he uses it to lure unsuspecting men into uncomfortable situations. One person wrote, "A lot of these celebrities are fallen angels/demons that got kicked out from heaven for their rebellion. A lot of them are in this generation, celebrities, politicians, scientists. Lord Jesus Christ is coming soon. Repent. Believe in the gospel. Be born again." Others think that it's high time we stop defending this awful behavior of these music executives and call it for what it really is, TR. One person wrote, "So you give the black celebs heaps of exposure, start telling us about them white celebs who are just as active in this whole affair." There's a big rumor going around in the entertainment world. People are saying that Sean Diddy Combs and The Game had a secret affair, and Diddy supposedly gave The Game a huge contract because of it. This gossip has taken on a life of its own and is causing quite a stir in the industry.
They had young boys on their knees in the office, man. You understand, with that fun boy stuff.
It's widely known that The Game and his older brother, Big Face 100, have had a long-standing feud. According to The Game himself, money seems to be the main source of their strained relationship.
Well, I think that there are several rappers that are in the closet and gay. And see, those are the type of gay people that, the only type of gay people I have a problem with.
For years, The Game and his older brother, Big Face 100, have been gradually drifting apart, each forging their own separate paths. However, the latest buzz surrounding their relationship is nothing short to be ignored.
I don't have a problem with gay people. Gay people are, Beyonce should have said, who run the world? Gays.
During a recent appearance on the popular Drink Champs podcast, The Game shed some light on the ongoing status of his relationship with Big Face 100, and unsurprisingly, they're still not on friendly terms, folks. But here's where things take a surprising twist. In response to The Game's podcast comments, Big Face decided to stir the pot on Instagram. He uploaded a rather suggestive picture, hinting at the possibility of a more intimate friendship with none other than Diddy. Big Face's caption raised eyebrows, implying that The Game's ascent in the rap game might not be solely attributed to his street credibility.
Do you. It's a free country. Be gay. You can, do that. Game don't have a problem with gay people.
The picture Big Face posted on Instagram featured Diddy hugging The Game from behind, strongly suggesting a deeper connection between the two than previously thought. As the saga unfolds, it's worth noting that over the years, several industry veterans have openly shared their opinions and speculations about Diddy's S, adding yet another layer of intrigue to this unfolding story.
I got enough motherfucker on my head, but it's a lot of out here, man. The people wasn't doing right by and, doing things to these young girls.
Indeed, the drama surrounding Diddy's S orientation isn't new. In 2018, 50 Cent made headlines when he publicly speculated that Diddy's S might be more diverse than what he portrays publicly. Even 4 years prior to that, 50 Cent had raised eyebrows by suggesting that both Diddy and Rick Ross were concealing their true S. As of 2022, both men continue to present themselves as hetero S. However, in the midst of this recent controversy, Big Face quickly realized the potential consequences of his controversial post and swiftly deleted it. Nevertheless, the damage had already been done, leaving the public buzzing with speculation and intrigue. One person wrote about Diddy saying, "Puff was probably the first victim and wanted to have that kind of power over other PPL, so he takes advantage of his position of power." Diddy's journey in the music industry has indeed been remarkable, initially celebrated for his music production prowess and his knack for managing exceptional artists. However, in recent times, it appears that his reputation has been shifting away from his musical achievements towards his personal life, particularly his romantic endeavors. There has been growing speculation that Diddy has a penchant for pursuing younger men within the industry, and it's rumored that he has a particular method for approaching such relationships, often luring them into intimate encounters within the confines of his car.
You will definitely be upset. You'll definitely be upset because you will be outstudied, motherfucker.
Diddy has crafted a public image as a devoted father and family-oriented individual, but recent revelations about his private life paint a starkly contrasting picture of the music producer. Multiple reports have surfaced suggesting that Diddy has actively pursued encounters with young hetero S male rappers, sometimes employing coercive tactics to engage them in S acts.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
The rapper Jaguar has also recounted a disturbing incident from her perspective, in which she claims that she witnessed an encounter involving Diddy and the emerging singer Christopher Williams, where someone allegedly walked in on Diddy during a S act. Such claims are indeed shocking and potentially damaging to the reputation of those involved.
Walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in, and when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff.
So, there you have it, Hollywood's dirty laundry potentially aired out, and Keanu might just be holding the receipts. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.